What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for Thursday, June 27th, 2024. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, fixed air moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. Got my crazy co-pilot today, Sterling. He's being a little wild. He said he'd be good, but he's being a little wild this morning. Guess it's common for a 6-year-old, right? Okay, well, hope everybody's having a great week so far. Hope you enjoyed Wednesday. I thought Wednesday was probably the day of the week. So, not to say that Thursday isn't good, but it definitely starts off a little bit different. Little little vibe check with the moon in Pisces. We're definitely still trying to be a little free flowing, easy, empathetic, very sensitive, but it's sensitive with Saturn, and Moon Saturn conjunction is just not, it ain't it, you know, where it's heavy. You could wake up this morning definitely feeling a lot of responsibility, a lot of weight of the world. This can have us want to maybe negatively escape or kind of lock ourselves in a tower, you know, like kind of. I think there's a responsibility to Saturn. I think it's good with the moon in the sense that like we can take a lot of emotional growth and do something positive with it. Probably a good morning to like do a spiritual practice, meditate, get your mind right, get your body, your spirit, emotions right before tackling anything during the day. Because it's almost like if you wake up and rush something, you're like missing some detail here. So just be a little gentle with yourself. Try and take things slow and try not to escape things at the same time. So it's an interesting line in the sand of like we don't want to push things away. We have duties and responsibilities in our life, and we need to do those things. But at the same token, you kind of got to what's spiritually best at the same time. So check in with your intuition, your soul on what is the best for you, and you'll probably get off to a good start. The moon's going to come off Saturn. Moon's going to come off Saturn and make trine aspects over to, of course, Mercury in Cancer, and Mercury starting to square Chiron. So we're definitely seeing this Mercury kind of shift gears into the third decan of Cancer. It's pulling away from the sun a bunch here. And the moon's making good aspects, which is giving us a good way to, you know, a good emotional line of communication, a good emotional thought process. If Saturn makes us like be more spiritually, especially, I think, responsible, but also responsible physically for the things in our life, if we're able to like do that with a good mindset and feel good about where the day can go, I think the day can progress into a really good day. It can kind of have that Piscean vibe, that chill out, um, you know, sort of flow and calmness, but it can also be a little chaotic if we feel like we're behind the eight ball. I think the trine to Mercury helps us get back on top if we start off the day and we're a little not understanding, not, you know, having a good mental grasp of what's up. I do think that the moon trining it kind of aligns everything for us and helps us listen to our intuition, understand our intuition, express things, express our emotion, and, you know, hopefully positively take care of ourselves without maybe trying to escape too far. The moon's not going to quite get to Neptune today until early tomorrow morning, but it is, you know, Neptune's at 29:55 here in its home sign. Neptune is foggy. And remember, we're in a lunation that squared that Neptune, so we want to be careful about, you know, certain toxic things that we do to ourselves, certain escape issues that we may have. You know, it's an interesting day of like tackling the day, being, you know, grown up, if you will, but then also seeing the bright side, the lighter side, trusting in the universe to kind of take us where we need to go at the same token. And Venus is coming off that square to the nodes. So definitely still relationship energy, money, values, all these things are in a interesting little spot here. And with Mercury starting to square Chiron, we can definitely have some doubts at the same time. So we want to be strong mentally, tackle things. We want to be strong emotionally. We want to be strong in our values and ourself. It is a key right now is to be very, you know, defining of your way, of your path, of your journey of your life, and to not be in the co-pilot seat for it. Not no pun that Sterling, I call him my co-pilot here. It's a little different for him, but you know, gotta remain in that driver's seat, feel good, feel secure. That is the theme, and I think the value can show up. And then the moon also is going to make a really good aspect to Uranus in Taurus with a sextile. We have Venus and Mars still in their sextile. So there's still really like positive aspects with these planets here. I think the moon sextiling Uranus is trying to be sort of that liberating factor, but in a much more gentle way than when it's squared from Uranus, which was kind of like forcing some kind of eccentric quality within us. Now it's more, how do we flow into our eccentric qualities and our unique value systems and feel secure and safe within ourselves, and feel too. And Uranus doesn't necessarily want to feel, but Taurus loves to feel and Pisces loves to feel. So we got to feel things in unique, strange, odd, but also, magical ways as well. And again, the charisma can be popping with Venus and Mars. I think that can be very energetic. It's giving us it's very lively, makes us want to do things, be around people, show ourselves. So that is a good backup for even a moon Saturn to start the day. And yeah, got to stay mentally strong and take care of business today. We can't just completely be spirits floating around. We probably do need to find some grounded effort, not escape reality too much. But we definitely got to take a moment spiritually to get back to our center, back to our soul, and not forget that that's important too. It's all things, right? So a little bit of balance is necessary with Venus squaring the node still, and that south node in Libra. Balance is not a bad thing at all if it's in alignment with you and your direction. For fun, if I get comments sometimes, I got some yesterday. I do read the comments. If you look at the bottom left of these charts, you can see when I pull the chart for the day, I usually, 9 times out of 10, sometimes I pull it earlier and then go do something in the day and come back later. You are on time. I do come back later in the day and film these, but often when I pull it in the morning, I usually record these 9 in the morning the day before. So when you're watching, for Wednesday's horoscope, I'm filming Thursday's horoscope. Kind of just the way I fit it into my schedule so that I can do these every day. But there were some questions, some curiosity about that. And then sometimes I slip up too. And when I'm talking about today, sometimes I'll say tomorrow because I am not fully in the present when I do these because I'm in the future. The future. All right. What do we get for the card, man? What is that? Is that what I think it is? Yeah, sad is right. Yeah. We got the 5 of Pentacles. That is definitely a sad card. That is the apathy, the feeling down on ourselves. Moon Saturn to start the day right when we wake up can absolutely bring that type of energy. Not on the couch. Go on your bed. Told you he's crazy today. So can definitely be feeling a little down in the dumps, a little like poverty. Hopefully not too emotionally povertish or even, physically povertish. I just had to spend a bunch of money on my car to fix it because the radiator went out that I wasn't planning on fixing. But hey, fixed it, put a new one in, and there's always things that can make us come up in life. In a second, I will go give it to you. There's always things that can make us feel down in life, but it's about how we get up from a low. It's about how we, start a day like today and, push through some difficulties, push through some life things, and get ourselves in a feeling of abundance and a feeling of empowerment. And I think that that's the trick today. And I think that the empowerment isn't necessarily found through the forcing of ego, but it is found through flowing and aligning your energy with the energy that needs to be taken care of, handled, done, and rolling with it. And it can definitely get you into a better feeling state without feeling less than or being too hard on ourselves. I do think today's a day where we got to be gentle with ourselves too, because there's potential for kind of just spiraling from the get-go with Saturn Moon here, and Saturn's about to go retrograde in 2 days also. So this Saturn's stop, Saturn's laughing at us. So, all right. Saturn laughs at us. Saturn's, a little cruel, but necessary in our lives. He's definitely the strict father, right? Or like you don't necessarily love the restrictions in the moment, but it sure does when you look back on it in the future, show you where you were able to grow and form the right type of maturity for yourself. So something to keep in mind today too. Love you all. Have a beautiful Thursday, and I'll see you all for Friday's horoscope tomorrow. Much love. Peace.